Good afternoon, my name is Nathan Parks and behind me is a brand new Cadillac XT5 MK Coach Cornerstone with the rear Venetian glass. Four-way clear strobes up front, fender strobes down below, all standard, all in white. Flag mounts and staffs, also standard, comes with the staffs and flag kit in the glove box. Sitting on the new 20-inch painted / polished Cadillac wheels here, just dresses up the exterior of this Cornerstone so much more. You have BNC pillar chrome along with a crown band on top of it, and then the beautiful Venetian style window glass here gives you almost a European style look and a lot of light into the rear casket compartment. On the number 2 door here, open church truck well, plenty of space to store a church truck horizontally or vertically. You have the built-in flower storage up front with a drain. That's a flip down drawer. I'll show you that in a second here on the driver's side. Both number 2 doors come standard with umbrella storage in the door along with closable drapes. So you have the full flexibility on both number 2 doors here to close off the drapes and give a completely closed casket experience if you'd like or if the family requests. Fiberglass number 2 doors along with a fiberglass rear coach body and fiberglass rear load door gets you fully covered for the life of the vehicle on top of a 6-year warranty through Cadillac. One more thing to note in here, you do have more room than traditional in that the spare tire is actually tucked away behind here. So there's an access panel down below here, your compact spare, jack and toolkit all located inside. So the most amount of storage space physically possible on this Cornerstone. Now if you stay there for a second, this Cornerstone also has the optional shade package, so it's fully outfitted with every option possible. So as you see the Venetian window here, you can see right through to the urn carrier that's actually popped up right now, or the casket compartment. So this Cornerstone is fully outfitted with the shade package. As you can see, it's pulled down right now, so fully blocking off the window of this vehicle. That way, if you wanted a traditional Landau bar Cornerstone, but also like the option of having the window, this gives you the best of both worlds. So you can have it fully open or fully closed. And all you have to do is pull the shade down, just like any window shade in your house, it automatically retracts right back up. So that does it for both the driver's side and passenger side windows, giving you the most amount of flexibility possible. As we come back here, it still allows you to have every option that a Cornerstone is known for. The rising urn carrier here with the rear window, the rear mirror glass reflecting that urn right through the back window. The low cut style rear load door along with closable shades on the load door itself to mimic the number 2 doors to give you a full closed casket experience or a full closed off urn experience. And then you have the folding extended here as well. So my favorite part about the folding extended is no matter who is loading the casket, this forces you to use the folding extended to always protect that lower bumper. Some of the ones that pull out or pull up from the floor gives your employee the option not to use it, and that's when accidents happen and that's when the back bumper gets scratched. So this forces you to use it every single time, otherwise you can't slide a casket in, and I'll show you that casket mode right now as I fold down the urn carrier. So as you can see here, I quickly folded down the urn carrier. I just wanted to take the urn and our demo flowers out of the way to make it easier. So now you have your full casketed mode, 8 rollers down the center, 2 90s on the extended here, and 2 fixed pin plates up front, giving the most stability possible. You also have some casket guide rails, and the way that the casket wheel boxes are shaped is to allow the most amount of room for casket handles. That way they are not easily scratched whatsoever. So even if you have a couple pallbearers that may not be paying attention, this coach will not be damaged. So nice and simple. All you have to do is fold this thing right back up, one-handed operation, and it's out of the way. Now if you're curious on where the urn carrier went, all you have to do is pull up the large door, reach in and pull up the urn carrier. So simple operation here, nothing complex, no switches, no electronics, and nothing to fail. That way, regardless of who's operating this vehicle, they can easily accommodate a cremation style funeral or a traditional style funeral, and it will always work. Now, one last thing I want to mention, there is a really nice cutout here in the load door. MK Coach did a very nice job of cutting this out. That way a larger pallbearer or someone who may not be a tiny person can easily fit here and still pass this casket in. A lot of vehicles on the market nowadays put you in this kind of pinch area where you either take the handle of the casket to the stomach or you have to kind of work your way in here. This gives you plenty of room to function and be able to make it so no matter what pallbearer ends up on this side of the casket, they can still pass it in with ease. So as I close this rear load door here, you're going to see that urn carrier is still sat up right there. You'll see some photos of our urns displayed right here in the back window. You still have a bunch of chrome trim, 4 backup sensors, and a backup camera all integrated all through the Cadillac factory system. And then on this side, you have, once again, another display of this flower tray here. So there is a drain in the center. It's a fiberglass tray, so you can wash it out with a hose. And you also have a folding lid here. So if you don't want the look of the flower tray and you'd rather just have this, you can leave it down. It is a standard option on these cars. Or if you want to use the flower tray for a couple arrangements that come with the funeral, just to bring it to either the cemetery or to church, you can easily pop them in there. If any flowers fall off, just rinse it out with a hose. So nice, simple operation. Finally, the last little bit here is you do have a full pull-out drawer here. It is a metal drawer, so it can hold a good amount of weight on it. Sits on some slides here. That way, anything you store down here in this area can be hidden from the family. So if it's you know, messy or multiple items thrown in here, the family will never see it. All you do is push the two blue tabs, slide it back in, and away it goes. And then final note, it has another set of umbrella storage on the driver's side. That way you don't have to walk all the way around the vehicle. If you get out of the driver's seat, you can just pop over to this side. Driver compartment wise, you have black on black leather, powered seats, heated seats, remote start, backup camera, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all your traditional Cadillac features you'd expect out of a brand new vehicle. This car automatically has. And then the last thing I want to mention here is this car has what's called a raked front roof, so a raked front window glass. So the front window glass is actually stood up to be more proud, more of a presidential look on this vehicle. That's where you get this taller style roof here. Just gives a better road presence, brings us back into the older classic styling of a Hearse on top of the added length of this vehicle. So it is the longest Hearse on the market and definitely has one heck of a presence during a procession. So give me a call, 800-229-5008. This is one of our stock units. If anything on this car you would like to change, or if you're looking for a different color, we can easily order you one or customize the one behind me. Thank you very much and talk to you next one.